Good morning and welcome to Deep End Live, British Swimming's brand new show across all disciplines, getting you up close and personal to all the action across swimming, para-swimming and diving in the UK, and of course getting you up close and personal to all your favourite athletes. My name's John Mason, I'm the host of the show, and what a pleasure it is to have you here on this Saturday morning, day 3 of heats. We are in Glasgow for the British Para-Swimming International Meet, incorporating World Para-Swimming's World Series, and I tell you what, it has been an epic week so far. Today, set to be absolutely no different. Last night we had more of our athletes join our Best of British Wall. We had the likes of Jessica Jane Applegate, Ellie Simmonds, we had Jordan Catchpole, Andrew Mullins, so many more to come as well today. Of course, it is day 3, and joining me in the studio here at Deep End Live is the one and only Paul Noble, our resident swimming expert. Paul, happy Saturday morning.
Oh, happy Saturday morning to you as well, John. Good to be here for day 3. Yeah. We're into the second half of this competition already.
We certainly are, and it's going to be an amazing one today. But before we get to that, let's take a quick look back at last night for those at home who didn't catch up on the action. Some standouts for you.
Well, it's got to be the two Ellies, I think. We started off with Ellie Robinson in the 50 metres butterfly. She's the world record holder for that 50 fly, the Paralympic champion. Didn't quite achieve the standard required for consideration for the GB team for the World Championships in the heats. She managed to do it in the final, so great swim from Ellie to start the night off. And of course, Ellie Simmonds, what can you say about the great Ellie Simmonds? 5 times a Paralympic champion in the past. She came back after a year out after Rio, and she's come back with a vengeance, almost bang on her best time ever to make that consideration time. What an emotional night it was last night for Ellie Simmonds. Absolutely superb.
Oh, I mean, 2 absolutely incredible swims. And we also had a couple of youngsters that have really been making some waves in the pool this week. We had Ellie Chalice in the studio, as well as Harvey Phillips. Those youngsters, I think, are going to be big names to come, but it's been brilliant watching them swim, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been absolutely superb. They are 2 great youngsters, 2 great prospects. They've been breaking British records that have held for like 15 and 20 years, those 2. And it's great to see the swimmers in the lower numerical classes be represented, because that's an area that Great Britain have been lacking in recent years.
Yeah, so lots of exciting stuff to come over the coming years. And of course, today, but before we get to that, I need to let you know about a little something that is coming to this pool in December. It's just a little competition that we like to call the LEN European Short Course Championships. Awesome stuff. So let's take a look at what you got to look forward to. They have a big thank you to our sponsors, and lots to look forward to it with that LEN European Short Course Championships coming up. But what is happening today? It is all kicking off at day 3 of heats here at the British Para-Swimming International Meet. And we start with the women's 100-metre backstroke. We then move on to the men's 100-metre back, the women's 100-metre breast, and the men's 100-metre breaststroke as well. 2 more events will be swum tonight in straight finals, but those are the 4 events you got to look forward to this morning. So, Paul, who should we be keeping our eye out for in that pool this morning?
Well, again, an embarrassment of riches to start us off with. We've got another 3 world record holders going in the very first event, the women's 100 backstroke. 2 of them are British. Alice Ty, we're hoping to achieve that consideration time. We've seen her in the pool a couple of times already this week. She hasn't quite dipped under the consideration time, but this is a big event for her. I expect her to do it comfortably today. Bethany Firth as well also goes in that one. And you mentioned earlier Jordan Catchpole, he goes in the men's event. This is his big event. He just missed out in the 200 freestyle yesterday, but a big event for Jordan Catchpole in the 100 back. moving on to the breaststroke as well. Again, one of our studio guests from last night, Scott Quinn, will be back in the water again. He's the world record holder for the 100 breaststroke, so watch out for Scott Quinn, almost a local man, just along the road in Edinburgh. So you have big support here for Scott Quinn today.
Yeah, so loads to look forward to, and of course, not just those athletes, many others in that pool battling it out for not just the elusive title of champion, but of course trying to make it under that qualification time and consideration time, shall I say, for the team for the World Championships this coming summer in London. Now, the hashtag for the entire event is hashtag BPSIM19, so don't forget to join the conversation online. But we, of course, couldn't do these events with a lot of our sponsors, so let's take a look at what they've got to say.
The latest in tech suit innovation. Frictionless fiber construction. Surface lift technology. Endo compression cage. Seamless exo shell. Tier Benzo. Battleborn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in our technical officials. The technical delegate for the event is Tony Ward. The assistant technical delegate is David Metcalf. The referees for the event are Martin Noble and Catherine Cartwright. Control room, Christine Golightly. The starters for the event are Elizabeth Fitzsimmons and Geraldine Metcalf. Technical officials, you may now take your seats. This is the women's 100-meter backstroke heats. This is Heat 1.
So we are off for the first event of day 3 of this British Para Swimming International Meet 2019 World Para Swimming World Series. First race of 8 heats in the women's 100 backstroke. We have Shelby Newkirk in lane number 1 from Canada. Stefia van der Hoven from Belgium in lane number 2. Kunil Sulmanova from Azerbaijan in 3. Laura Pilkington from Aberdeen Performance in 4. Maria Kyriakou from Greece in 5. Elizabeth Foster, Havant and Waterlooville in 6. Genevieve Hunter from Kent Weald in 7. And Samantha Lewis from Satellite in 8. Well, it looks like a range of classes in this one. 3S7, Shelby Newkirk in lane 1. Elizabeth Foster in 6. Genevieve Hunter. In fact, Maria Kyriakou in lane 5 of the S7s. Genevieve Hunter in S8, along with Samantha Lewis. Well, Shelby Newkirk is coming home in front here. Hasn't got an entry time for Shelby Newkirk. Canadian internationalist Shelby Newkirk, and she is in now in a time of 1:35 to kick us off this morning. 584 points. We'll see what Genevieve Hunter can do. We saw her in good form yesterday. That's another improvement for Genevieve Hunter. 143.65 for the Kent Weald swimmer. 3-second improvement on her entry time. Samantha Lewis is in 231 points. Elizabeth Foster finishing ahead of Laura Pilkington there in lane number 4. So in terms of the points, remember, it's the swimmers closest to the world record for their classification. That's how the points are worked out. 1,000 points equivalent to a world record swim. So at the moment, Shelby Newkirk, 584 points is the highest points total. We still have one swimmer still in the water, of course, Stefia van der Hoven from Belgium. She's in the lowest numerical classification, the S2 classification. Classifications for the impairment groups, S1 to 10 for those with a physical impairment. S1 being the most impaired and S10 being the least impaired. So Stefia van der Hoven, the most impaired group is S2 class. She's just getting some propulsion from those small arms. She's doing a good job here. Trunk working very hard there, Stefia van der Hoven. We saw her a couple of days ago. I think that's the first time we've seen her since day 1. She has an entry time of just over 5 minutes as she comes in. Those red markers there that you see on the lane ropes, that's the 15-meter mark. She'll be coming up past that 15-meter mark very, very shortly. Stefia van der Hoven, the crowd really getting behind her here in these final 15 meters. It's going to be an excellent time. Clock just ticking over at 3 minutes 50 at the moment. And the Belgian team, it's been a strong team here this week. We've seen a good few youngsters coming through to the British International Meet for the first time. And Stefia van der Hoven coming into the last 5 now. Let's give her some encouragement as she comes in to the final stages of this one. Our entry time of 5:06. The clock just ticking over at 4:20 now as she comes in to the final stages now. Stefia van der Hoven, let's hear it for her. An excellent improvement on that time. 4:27.81 for Stefia van der Hoven. And what an improvement on that entry time. Well, it was a really tough race. 106 points for the Belgian, but what an improvement. And great support from the crowd here in Tollcross. Excellent to see, an excellent way to start. Some brilliant performances there from the swimmers in that very first heat. We'll wait for confirmation, which we have now. Shelby Newkirk taking that one, 5.84.
Yes, those results have been confirmed. Which brings us on to Heat 2.
Second heat now on the way. Heats are seeded in terms of time. So the fastest swimmers on the near side in lane 0. The slowest swimmers in lane 0 and the fastest swimmers in lane 9. We have Georgia Howell, Littlehampton in 0. Mickey Lingau, City of Cambridge in 1. Rachel Eggar from Barking and Dagenham in 2. 2 swimmers from Camden, Swiss Cottage. Leah O'Connell and Charlotte Hyde in 3 and 4. Scarlett Humphrey in lane 5 from Northampton. Ida Anderson-Wolf from Sweden in lane 6. Eliza Humphrey from Northampton in 7. Emily Jane Surgener from Orion in lane 8. The 2 Humphreys are in the same heat for a change. You see them together this week so far. Scarlett Humphrey has the edge on Eliza Humphrey. 2 S11 swimmers with no vision at all. Really big presence of the S11 swimmers here so far this week. That's one of the S11s who's leading them home, Scarlett Humphrey. Looking pretty good technique there on the backstroke. She's wearing blacked out goggles, trying to stay as straight as possible. She comes into the closing stages here. We'll see the tapper at the end for Eliza Humphrey, just tapping there, I think on the arm at the end. 466 points for Scarlett Humphrey. It was, in fact, 466 points for her. She is followed home by Charlotte Hyde and Rachel Eggar, 43.69. Rachel Eggar. In terms of the points, Scarlett Humphrey 466. Charlotte Hyde, 455, and Ida Anderson-Wolf, 440. That's the way it stands. The results still got to be confirmed, of course, but 466 points, the highest points total in that second heat.
And just waiting on those goggles checks, and then we'll be able to confirm these results. And those results have been confirmed. This is Heat 3.
So away for heat number 3. See what the points totals are going to be for this heat as we go through the 8 heats. In lane 0, Mari Mäkinen from Finland goes in the S7 class. Kate Boland from Livingston goes in the S12 class in lane 1. Rebecca Franks from Lincoln Balkans goes in lane 2. Rachel Partington, City of Manchester Aquatic in 3. Eva French, Nuneaton in 4. Ella Cooper-Holmes from Cockermouth in lane 5. Ellen Stevenson, S14 swimmer from North East Disability in 6. Megan Willis from Torfaen in 7. Madeline Harris from Elmbridge in 8. And Tess Rootliff in the outside lane from Canada goes in lane number 9. Tess Rootliff, fastest of the entry times, 1:32.48. Stretches down to Mari Mäkinen from Finland, 1:39.46. So the two internationalists at either end of the pool, both hoping to represent their countries, I'm sure, in the World Championships in London in September. Tess Rootliff going well in the early stages here. Also going well, Ellen Stevenson in lane number 6. And Kate Boland from Livingston. She's had a good week, the Livingston swimmer. But it is going to be Tess Rootliff, I think, will get this one. 1:34.46, 611 points. And as the swimmers come in now, Tess Rootliff, 1:34. Just ahead of Kate Boland, 1:36 for Kate Boland. That's an improvement for the Livingston swimmer. In terms of the points, Tess Rootliff will take that one. Ella Cooper-Holmes next in line, 4:95 for Ella Cooper-Holmes. Tess Rootliff, the only swimmer inside 600 range.
This is Heat 4.
Heat 4 sees Monika Belcheska from Poland in lane 0. Serendikon from Rondekinintaf in lane number 1. Amber Haycock from Rushden in 2. Maisie Summers-Newton, what a week she has had so far. She goes in lane number 3 for Northampton. Vendula Duskova from Czech Republic in 4. Amy McFarlane goes in 6 from Motherwell and Wishaw. Nicholas Sinclair Maitland from Sweden goes in lane number 7. Maëlie Chevalier from France in lane number 8. Grace Harvey there in the outside lane. She goes for Hoddesdon in lane number 9. Well, 2 S6 swimmers from Great Britain looking to try and dip under that consideration time for the World Championships, 1:25.49. So that'll be Maisie Summers-Newton and Grace Harvey's target. Quite a tough ask, I think, for these two to try and dip under that time, but we'll see how they go. Maisie Summers-Newton especially has been in excellent form, so we'll keep an eye on her time. It's been a good swim at the front of the field, though. Miley Chevalier from France. She is going to come in clearly ahead of the field. The S14 swimmer, 124 for the French swimmer, 434 points. Amber Haycock, I think, has touched the wall second there, and just under the 130 mark, 129.98. And everybody else, much of a muchness there in the low 130s. 134.09 for Grace Harvey, 132.84 for Maisie Summers-Newton. Nicola St. Clair Maitland, also a good points total. 3 swimmers in the 600 range. Maisie Summers-Newton, the highest of the 3, 674.
We have had a disqualification in that race from lane 0. Those results have been confirmed. This is Heat 5.
Anna Bamber in lane number 0, Cara Smythe in lane 1, Ferniano, Wickham District in lane number 2, Agnes Kramer, another Swedish swimmer, goes in 3, Rebecca Lewis on the RCT squad goes in lane number 4, Tessa Marcos from France in 5, Susanna Viega from Portugal in 6, Kylie Wen from China in 7, Tamsin Neef goes in lane number 8, Jay McCabe goes in lane number 9. First to the wall is Tamsin Neef, 38.31. Susanna Vega just behind, just half a second in it at the turn. Tamsin Neef, an S14 swimmer, Susanna Vega, S9. Different classifications. We'll see who it comes out ahead in terms of the points. They come down to these final stages here. Susanna Vega, one of the Portuguese team, at the European Championships last year, came away with a medal in the 50 freestyle. She looks strong in the closing stages of this backstroke. It will go to the Portuguese swimmer, the S9, in 119.80, 609 points. The swimmers finish second is probably Tamsin Neef, 121.31. And in terms of the points, it's Agnes Kramer, I think, most likely to challenge. Oh, no, in fact, Kylie Wen, the S11 swimmer from China, 127.78 for the Chinese swimmer. And she, as it stands, is a top points earner, just stepping into the 700-point range. So we spoke earlier, John, about in the week about what you need to go to make those finals tonight. We thought it was round about the 700-point range, so Kylie Wen giving herself a chance there, 700 points, dead on.
Yeah, she really, really did. So we'll just have to wait and see. A bit of a nervous wait for her until we get to the end of these heats. Of course, there will be 3 World Series finals tonight, so it will be the top 30 times of athletes that have been categorized by the World Paraswimming Association. Be making it through to those finals. And then, of course, we've got our national final as well. So a few chances for them to make it back into the pool tonight. And there was a disqualification in that from lane 6 in that race. But those results have been confirmed. It moves us on to our next heat, which is heat 6.
Lead number 6, Harriet Dickinson from Gloucester in 0. Han Jiabao, China in lane number 1. 2 Hong Kong swimmers, Chung Ho Ying and Chung Soo Kei. Going 2 and 3, Abby Hampshire from Skipton in lane number 4. Beth Johnson from Galashiels in lane 5. Megan Richter, the S8 swimmer from Orion. She goes in lane number 6. Justine Morier from Canada goes in 7. Katie Crowhurst, Wickham in 8, and Marlene Enderlath from Germany in lane number 9. Well, Megan Richter has gone out fast, 36.91, trying to achieve that consideration time. She's a medalist in the European Championship, so Megan Richter with a good chance here. 1:17.55 is the target for Megan Richter in lane number 6. She went out hard. Is she going to be able to bring this back now? Megan Richter, the S8 swimmer, 1:17.55. Remember, the target for Megan Richter to be the 10th swimmer to dip under those consideration times. It's going to be very close here. Megan Richter into the end now, and 1:17.30 for Megan Richter, and that'll be good enough to dip under that consideration time. So well done, Megan Richter. 688 points for the Orion swimmer, Megan Richter. 1:17.30, and she's made it under that consideration time by 0.2 of a second. Well done, Megan Richter.
And just an announcement, there has been a late disqualification from heat 2 in lane 3. That heat has now been confirmed, as has this one. Those results are official. Moves us swiftly along to our next heat, which is heat 7.
Number 7, Georgia Sheffield goes in 0. Wang Qi from China goes in lane number 1. Chan Yulan from Hong Kong in 2. Leslie Chichoki from USA in 3. Megan Neve goes in lane 4. Michaela Jenkins, second US swimmer, goes in 5. Pernilla Lindberg next to her Swedish teammate Lena Batz in 6 and 7. Another Chinese swimmer in lane number 8, Liu and Stephanie Milward, experienced GB Paralympian in the outside lane in lane number 9. That's 11th swimmer, Wang in lane number 1. He will be the favourite for this one in terms of the points. Again, a range of classes here, and going well in the outside lane is Stephanie Milward and Liu from China. 3 S9s altogether, 7, 8 and 9. but it does look like Lou might just well take this one on the touch. In the center lane, Michaela Jenkins going well, the S10 swimmer, absolutely together, everyone at the wall. In terms of the points, so far it is Lou from China, but look at that, Wang Qinyi coming in with a 962 point score there. So that is an excellent swim for Yang, the S11 swimmer, 118.96. Just outside the Asian record there, but 962 points for the Chinese swimmer. That is an excellent performance. And that is one that certainly, if this result is confirmed, is going to progress her to the World Para Series final tonight. And my goodness, she's going to be tough to beat. 962 points.
Just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And there we have it. They are confirmed. Congratulations to those athletes. That moves us on to our final heat of this event, which is Heat 8.
Final heat of this women's backstroke. Amy Marin representing Ireland now. She goes in lane 0. Hannah Aston, 2S9 side by side there from the USA in lane 1. Riley Rivard, what a good week she's having, the Canadian in 2. Aspen Shelton from USA in 3. Chloe Davis, Great Britain's youngest Paralympian in the London Games in 2012. She goes in lane 4. Abby Kane, Great Britain's youngest Paralympian in the Rio Games. She goes in lane number 5. Jessica Jane Applegate, great swim she had yesterday in 6. Alice Tai, the world record holder, goes in 7. Next to the world record holder for the S13 class, Carlotta Gilli, and the world record holder for the S14 class, Bethany Firth, all trying to achieve qualification times, consideration times for the GB team. Bethany Firth and Alice Tai in 9 and 7. The target for Bethany, 107.37, and I think she's inside that, Bethany Firth. And Alice Tai's target, 117.55. She is also inside that mark. So good swims there from the 2 GB swimmers, the 2 world record holders, inside their consideration times. Bethany Firth in 106.79. Alice Tai in 109.36.
There we have it. Those results have been confirmed. And here is your summary. These athletes will be back in the pool tonight for the finals. Congratulations to all those athletes who have made it. We shall see you back in it tonight. This is the men's 100-meter backstroke heats. This is Heat 1.
the first heat. Francesco Battella from Italy, Bruce D from Northampton, Sebastian Williams from Mount Kelly. These are the first three swimmers, two in the S6 class. The two GB swimmers, Bruce D and Sebastian Williams, and the one Italian, Francesco Battella, the S2 class. The S2 class, as we said before, S1 to 10 being those for a physical impairment, with S1 being the most severe. So Francesco Battella, affected in all four limbs. You saw him held at the start of the race. Swimmers in certain classifications are allowed to be steadied at the start, held into position, not allowed to, coaches aren't allowed to add propulsion to them. Just got to be held in position. When the starting signal goes, coaches can release the swimmers. So we saw that good example of that with Francesco Battella. A little bit earlier, the Italian. Good contest here for the two youngsters, Bruce D and Sebastian Williams. Bruce D, only just 13 years of age this year. Sebastian Williams, a couple of years older. We saw him on the podium yesterday. Sebastian Williams winning one of those junior titles. This time it looks like it's Bruce D, one of the squad from Northampton. A S6 swimmer. Keep an eye on the clock, on the points totals. Bruce D's 155.52 was his entry time. And he's going to be inside that. Very good swim from Bruce D in 149. In fact, Sebastian Williams it was. Sorry, Sebastian Williams, 149.92. Bruce D it was inside his entry time, 153.54. And Sebastian Williams just outside his entry time. But here's Francesco Battella, the S2 swimmer from Italy. So the S2 swimmer, Stefania van der Hoven from Belgium, in the women's race. Francesco Battella, experienced campaigner. He's been around the world stage for a number of years. He was the president of the Lugano World Para Series event last year. He's going back to Italy this year. Let's give him some encouragement as he comes into the final stages now. The S2 swimmer from Italy, twice a Paralympian. And he is in 246.68. Pretty consistent stuff there from all the swimmers. Bruce D making that slight improvement on his entry time. The other two swimmers bang on their entry times. Sebastian Williams and Francesco Battella.
And this is Heat 2. Two S11 swimmers from Thailand in 0 and 1. Addison Chokneramit and Chom Somsamrong. I go in 0 and 1. Neil Ferguson from Musselburgh in 2.
Jamie Markle from Orion in 3. William Whitehead, Eckington in 4. Sebastian Harregard, Sweden in 5. Alexander Goodman from Portsmouth in 6. Francisco Carasamo Arana next to his Spanish teammate Alejandro Rojas Cabrera. They go in 7 and 8. The two S6s, the far side of the pool. The two S11s on the near side to us. I believe the S6s are going to be there or thereabouts in terms of the points when we get to the finish of this race. Entry times ranging from Rojas Cabrera, 1:35.74, down to 1:49.38 for both the Thailand swimmers. So we have a little bit of a contest between the Thai swimmers in lane 0 and 1. See who can better their entry time. Rojas Cabrera swinging over that good arm. See his affected arm on the left-hand side. He's doing well to minimize the drag he has with that affected arm, and he comes into the wall now. 1:36.68 for Rojas Cabrera. 393 points, just ahead of his teammate Karasamo Arana, 384. Wonder what Chokni Ramit can do now as he finishes in 1:53.65. And Son Sam Rong will be the final swimmer to complete the distance. A tapper sees him into the wall in 2:08.09. So it was the two Spanish. 393 points and 384 top points scorers as they stand. Of course, we will have to get those goggles checked before the result is confirmed for the two S11 swimmers from Thailand in 0 and 1. There's the goggles being checked. Just to check if they are blacked out. First one done. On to the second one before this result can be confirmed.
Those results have been confirmed, which brings us on to our next heat, Heat 3.
Heat number 3, Alexander Hobbs in lane number 0 from Mount Kelly. Benjamin Pope from Haventon Waterlooville in lane number 1. Johannes Weinberg from Germany goes in 2. Nicholas Anderson from Sweden goes in lane number 3. Conor Murray from Ireland goes in lane number 4. Leo Johnson from Out to Swim goes in lane number 5. Sam Downey from Musselburgh in lane number 6. Owen Woodrow from City of Norwich in lane number 7. Another Thailand S11 swimmer in lane number 8, Vitit Kasamrot. And Andras Sheni from Hungary, the S7 swimmer, completes the lineup in lane number 9. Owen Woodrow went off to a good start there, 40.86. Just ahead of Vitit Kasamrot from Thailand. Owen Woodrow, though, looks good in this second half of this race. And also going pretty well Johannes Weinberg of Germany, the S11 swimmer from Germany. We saw him in the European Championships. Had a very good Europeans, Johannes Weinberg, the young German swimmer. Just going to be headed into the wall by Owen Woodrow. 125.44 for Woodrow. Johannes Weinberg, 126.08 for the German S11 swimmer. He has the highest points total, 464 points. Alexander Hobbs, 408 points in next. So the points beginning to ramp up. 464 points and 408. Two swimmers there in the 400 range.
And those results have been confirmed. There were 2 disqualifications, one for lane 2 and one for lane 9. That moves us on to our next heat, heat 4.
And lane 0, Ruben Linhares from Portugal. In lane 0, Matthew Davis, Romsey Totten in lane 1. Riley Shanahan from Shrewsbury in 2. Balthazar Bradshaw, Brompton in 3. Maximilian Tulloch Chalfont in 4. Patrick Flanagan from Ireland in lane 5. Adam Donachie from East Kilbride in lane 6. Gudfinnur Carlson, Iceland in 7. Rowan Brennan from Basildon Phoenix in 8. And Ethan Naisbitt, Pioneer 79. Out there in lane number 9. Rowan Brennan off to a good start. Recognise that orange cap at the front of the field. Seen him had a couple of good swims this week already. Also going well is Balthazar Bradshaw from Brompton. All the bees. Balthazar going well here, just holding off the challenge of the Irish internationalist Patrick Flanagan in lane number 5. But it could be Rowan Brennan first into the wall here. Rowan Brennan with that orange cap. 122.91 for him. 413 points. Flanagan, who has the lowest numerical class, 569 points. Leads them so far. And the S11 swimmer from Iceland, Gudfinnur Karlsson, coming in at 134.19, 354 points. Ruben Linhares just ahead of him, as is Ethan Naisbitt. Final swimmer to finish, Matthew Davis from Romsey Totten. And he comes in 206.89.
Goggles check for this heat in lane 7. Of course, once they have been checked by our officials, we can confirm these results. Just waiting for official results on heat 4. This is heat 5.
Heat 5 sees Ador Mandeville Aldonate from Spain in lane 0. Daniel Videra from Portugal in 1. David Sanchez Sierra from Spain in 2. Owen Say Bracknell in 3. Marcus Harvey, Littlehampton in 4. Liam Hardy, City of Manchester, Craddock in 5. Samuel Werty, Colchester in 6. Levi Codling from Colville in lane 8. Scott Hadley from Orion in lane number 9. Probably the class of this field in terms of points will be Daniel Videra, Portugal, and David Sanchez Sierra from Spain. Spanish swimmer off to a good start. He was a medalist in the European Championships in 50 butterfly, the champion in 50 butterfly, in fact. Daniel Videra just missing out on the medals in this, the 100 backstroke. They go just 1 lane up and 2 lanes up from the bottom. Daniel Videra in 1, David Sanchez Sierra in 2. Going well over there in lane number 8, Levi Codling from Colville. And also Aldonate from Spain right down here at the bottom. It's going to be these two coming in together. Aldonate may well get the touch. 600 points for the Spanish swimmer. And he is ahead of the two S6s. Only by a small margin. Daniel Videra getting in ahead of David Sanchez Sierra. Portuguese team happy with that one. Portuguese and the Spanish teams, of course, still have to name their team for the World Championships. They are looking for qualification opportunities, and the Portuguese team seem very happy with that swim from their man, Daniel Videra. So it may well be a qualification time for him.
And there we have it, those results are confirmed. Moves us on to our next heat, which is heat 6.
Heat 6, Isaac Dunning in lane 0 from Inverclyde. Thanossak Hitakun from Thailand in 1. Joseph Greaves in 2 from Littlehampton. Sam de Visser from Belgium in 3. Jason Cobb, Bucksburn in 4. Fabian Brunner from Germany goes in lane number 5. Wang Jianhuan from China in lane number 6. Bram Dalman, Netherlands in 7. George Eldridge, London Disability in 8. And Mindaugas Divilaitis going in lane number 9 for Lithuania. Another one of the S11 swimmers, 2 in this one. Hitakun and Divilaitis in 1 and 9. A very, very good start from Bram Dalman. Netherlands team having a good couple of days already here at this World Para Series event. Bram Dalman is going to bring them home. Excellent swim here from him. He's going to touch well inside his entry time, I think, of 1:18. In fact, 10 seconds inside his entry time. Well, that's quite an improvement. Sam de Visser also well inside his entry time, 1:11 for the Belgian. And coming in now to touch. And the time, Jason Cobb, I think, might just have got the touch there. No, Divilaitis from Lithuania, 1:19.92. The only other person under the 1:20 mark. Sam de Visser, 652 points. And Bram Dalman, 643 points. Well, the 2 well ahead of the field, my goodness. You go out there, an entry time of 1:18, you come back in a 1:08. Not a bad morning's work there for Bram Dalman. Netherlands team having a good time here. 2 more goggles checks to come. We've seen the S11s swim all the way through this program. Excellent presence here at these championships. We talk about the blacked out goggles. All the S11s required to wear blacked out goggles. They have no vision at all. Some of them have light perception, very small degree of vision. But to keep the class level playing field, they all wear blacked out goggles.
And we had a disqualification in that race from lane 6. Those results have been confirmed. Moves us on to heat 7.
Few more S14s in this 7th heat. Angus Lickerby is one of the S14s. He goes in lane 0. Well, Dacia Defasan, it's 9 from Nova Centurion. Jonathan McGrath from Ireland in 2. Joshua Fairchild, City of Coventry in 3. Manises Madero of Spain in 4. Joshua Monaghan Coombs, Bath University in 5. Gavin Roberts, City of Glasgow in 6. Adrian Jastrzewski from Poland in 7. Matthew Scott, Bridgedon in 8. And Luke Batty, Bolton Metro, already a junior medalist here. He goes in lane number 9. Fastest entry was Luke Batty, 1:15.45, but going well in the centre of the pool. Probably 3 swimmers there. Gavin Roberts, Adrian Jastrzewski, and Manis Madero. Maybe just heading them here. It looks maybe like it could be the Polish swimmer. Jastrzewski coming home. He's the S13 class swimmer with visual impairment. He had an entry time of 1:16.48, and he's improved that one to 1:14.13. 447 points. Swimmers all coming into the wall, very close finishing between them all. Looks like Jonathan McGrath maybe and Luke Batty. Looks like they have the highest points total. Jonathan McGrath, the experienced campaigner from Ireland, and the youngster from Bolton Metro. Both in the 500 range, 5:19 for Luke Batty and 5:13 for Johnny McGrath. I'm still waiting for confirmation of the result of that previous heat. Heat number 7, still to be confirmed.
There it is, those confirmations have just come through, which moves us on to Heat 8.
Great example there from Gu Jingcheng from China. Different starting techniques used by para swimmers, just holding onto the wall. Using his mouth, holding a towel there at the start. Some sort of material to let him start. He had a good start, good work under the water. Swim with no arms at all. Go in lane number 0. Chinese have got a pretty good record in the S6 class. Swimmers with a very similar disability. So Goal goes in lanes number 0. Freydon Dewan in 1, Justin Capps in 2, Logan Smith in 3, Evan Holt 4, Jamal Hill in 5, Charlie Coulomb in 6, Marco Meneses goes in 8, and Kieran Williams goes in lane number 9. Very good start from Jamal Hill, the S10 swimmer from the USA, out in 33.08. He's looking in good shape here to be ahead of his 1:14.52 entry time. Very pleased with a couple of swims, Jamal Hill, on day 1 of this competition here in Glasgow. And I'm sure he'll be pleased with that one. 1:12.05 for the American. He touches the wall first, 501 points. But it is the Chinese swimmer. Gu Jingcheng will get the highest number of points totals. Very impressive, 860. Talked about him earlier. 771 as well for Marco Meneses, the European bronze medalist from Portugal. Time for the Portuguese swimmer, 1:12.69, so an improvement on his entry time as well. Still a couple of S11 swimmers to come in the heats to come. There's Marco Meneses. He's had a good week. All smiles from Mariette, Portuguese coach. Good news for Marco Meneses, good news for Portugal, good news for China, 860 points.
And those results have been confirmed. Moves us on to Heat 9.
Diogo Cancela in 0 from Portugal. Felix Fichtelmann from Germany in 1. Ariel Sheikh-Martin in Spain in 2. Mark Gunnarsson, Iceland, 3. Ludwig Nuren from Sweden in 4. Dylan Blakely, Musselburgh in 5. Tom Piggott, Oswestry in 6. Ryan Potter, Blackpool in 7. Jonas Kesnar, Czech Republic in 8. And Deng Jukui from China in lane number 9. Tappers out again for Mark Gunnarsson from Iceland. Gunnarsson again represented his country at the European Championships last year and then the World Championships in 2017 as well. It's behind Dylan Bleakley, the Musselburgh swimmer. And Dylan Bleakley going well, one of the S14 swimmers here, 33.37. Yeah, turn time for Dylan Bleakley. He's just holding off the challenge of Ludwig Neuren from Sweden here. That yellow cap of Sweden coming back strongly, but it might well be Dylan Bleakley will take this one at the wall in at 110.36. Ludwig Neuren, 111.06, and Jonas Kessner, a good swim from the Czech Republic swimmer, 111.24. In terms of time, 771 points for Mark Gunnarsson, finishing in a 112.69. Very similar to the time done in that previous heat by Marco Meneses of Portugal. There's Mark Gunnarsson as he leaves the water. Someone with no vision at all. He's a classical pianist, Mark Gunnarsson.
And just waiting for those results to be confirmed. Once those goggles checks have come through, we have 4 more heats of the men's 100-meter backstroke. And still to come is the women's and men's 100-meter breaststroke. So lots of action still to look forward to this morning here on day 3 of the British Paraswimming International Meet, World Paraswimming World Series. And there we have it. Those results of Heat 9 have been confirmed, which moves us on to Heat 10.
Sean Reardon from Ireland in 0. Owen Garsides, Kingston Bon Hull in 1. Javier Labrador Fernandez, Spain in 2. Owen Zhang from China in 3. Next to his Chinese teammate, Louis Fenghui. Barry McClements from Ireland in 5. Nader Khalili from Finland in 6. Callum Pearson Hastings in 7. Yuri Semyonovs from Latvia in 8. Connor Ballard Leatherhead in lane number 9. Nader Khalili off to a good start there. Another one of the S14 swimmers, 32.05. Yuri Semyonovs, well, gold medalist at the European Championships last year for Latvia. Latvia's first ever European gold medalist in paraswimming. Semyonovs along nicely in lane number 8. Watch for the points total for him. Latvian being headed at the moment with a good swim here from the Finnish swimmer, Nader Khalili. He's in first, 720 points for him. 749 for Semyonovs. Barry McClements, good points total for him. 768 for the Irish swimmer. Well, that time of 107.41 for Barry McClements. So Barry McClements, twice a European Championship representative for Ireland. He looks in good form this weekend, Barry McClements. I think there's not many races where he hasn't improved on his time. So it's always a good sign. Yeah, man, won Money in the Skins yesterday.
And just waiting for those results to be confirmed for Heat 10. With 3 more to go.
Looks like Zhang Bowen is the highest points total as they stand, 791. 3 S11s, all in the 112 range in terms of time, all in the 700-point range. That'll be a good contest come the World Champs.
It certainly will. But before we get to that, we've had this confirmed, so it's moving on to Heat 11.
Gina Cateno from Portugal in 1. Thomas van Rooij from Netherlands in lane number 1. Jonathan Booth goes in 2. Jack Milne in 3. Arnold Tierens in 4. Franco Schmidt 5. Robert Isaac Johnson in 6. Malte Braunschweig in 7. Jacob Leach 8. And Jendi Pangabin from Indonesia in lane number 9. Well, speed certainly ramping up here. 106 to 107. There's the range of the entry times here. Gino Catano, slowest of them at 107.56. Pangabin from Indonesia, the fastest. 106.46 is close. But it's Thomas van Rooij here from the Netherlands, the S13 swimmer. He's looking like he is away and clear of everyone else in this field. He had an entry time of 107.42. He's improved that to 102.68. Wow, 5-second improvement right at the sharp end as well. 107 to 102. That's an incredible improvement there for the Dutch swimmer. 739 points for him. 758 points though for Jacob Leach. Jendi Pangabin, 748. So that's the top 3 as we stand. Still waiting for confirmation. Well, there we have it. Result is confirmed there. 758 for Jacob Leach. Pangabin in 2nd. Van Rooij in 3rd.
And that brings us on to heat number 12.
So heat 12, Dylan Broom, Patrick Biscup, Emery Parmentier, Nathan Millay, Joe C, Oliver Hine, Cameron Vercoom, Lewis White, George Kelman-Jones, Matthew Redfern. Those are your swimmers for this one. Ollie Hind, swimming in the S9 class, classified from S8 last year, multi-Paralympic champion and world champion. He's trying to achieve a qualification standard in this one of 104.50. Consideration time for the GB team. It's going to be quite tough for Ollie Hind. He's gone out 33.38. George Kelman-Jones leads them through 31.64 over there in lane number 8, but they're all coming back on him now. Matthew Redfern in the outside lane, also going well. It's Nathan Millay of France with Amer Parmentier as well, the Belgian, going well there, but it might be the Frenchman to take it. 105.75 732 points. Parmentier very close behind, but the highest points total looks like it is Patrick Biscup. 799 points for Patrick Biscup. Yeah, a medalist at the big championships for Poland, Patrick Biscup. And this time it looks like he's top of the tree, 799 points. Result is confirmed. 799 points for the Polish swimmer Patrick Biscup. Nathan Millay in second, Lewis White in third.
And this brings us on to our final heat of this event, Heat 13.
Roman Salai, Kaji Nakajima, Taro Yano, Rhys Dunn, Baz Tacken, Louis Lawler, Stephen Clegg, Rhys Davis, Antti Latika, Jordan Catchpole. That is the lineup. Jordan Catchpole, we saw yesterday just outside the consideration time for the GB team in 200 freestyle. This is the one he is looking for, as is Stephen Clegg in lane number 6 in the S12 class. Times they are looking for 101.21 for Stephen Clegg, 102.02 for Jordan Catchpole. Can anyone else dip under the times as well? Louis Lawler going well, the man from City of Glasgow. They're being headed at the moment by Raman Salai, the Azerbaijani, down here in lane number 0. We'll keep an eye on the clock. Jordan Catchpole coming back strongly there in the outside lane, right at the top here. He is looking for that time, remember, 102.02. It's very close, and Jordan Catchpole is inside that time. 919 points for Jordan Catchpole. He'll be delighted with that one. And Stephen Clegg just outside on this occasion in 101.81 for Stephen Clegg. And what a good swim there by Jordan Catchpole. 919 points, exactly the same as Raman Salai, but inside that qualification consideration time. And that 101.94 for Jordan Catchpole, I think that is also inside the British record time. So ladies and gentlemen, a new British record for Jordan Catchpole.
And there is the summary. These athletes making it through to tonight's final. Congratulations to everyone who has qualified. We'll see you back in the pool this evening. Now we'll be the top 30 for the World Series finals tonight, and then of course our top 10 for the national final as well. Congratulations to all of those athletes. Well, there you have it, Paul. Halfway through this morning's program. Nice start. We've had British records. We've had some very fast swimming this morning.
We have Jordan Catchpole. Yeah, he really went out for that one. He wanted that one after just missing out last night. It's great to see him dip under that consideration standard. So I've been trying to keep tally of how many swimmers have gone under the consideration standard. I think that's lucky 13 for Jordan Catchpole.
Lucky 13, is it? That's quite an impressive number. I know looking to take a team of 25 to the World Championships over the summer. I know in the coming events as well, we've got some athletes that are going to be favouring that one. We've got Scott Quinn. He's going to be in the breaststroke, isn't he?
Yeah, Scott Quinn against Conor Morrison, the two medalists from the European Championships last year, gold and silver. They'll be looking to dip under that consideration time as well to try and add to that number. It should be exciting. I love the breaststroke. Things can just change about so much in the breaststroke. It's really good contests. It's going to be head-to-head battles all the way in this breaststroke. It's going to be superb.
It's going to be brilliant to see. And of course, we'll be getting that underway in just a moment. Of course, we'll be kicking it off with the women. We had the 100-meter breaststroke for them, and then finishing off this morning's session with the 100-meter breaststroke for the men. And here it is. This is the women's 100-meter breaststroke heats. And this is heat 1.
So we are away with the breaststroke. We have Hannah Grace from Ireland in 0. Susanna Hicks swimming it in lane number 1. Lavana Hansen, in fact, no, Lavana Hansen in 2. Ayala Tufik from Egypt in 3. Maria Kyriakidou from Greece in 4. Ellie Spokes from Nova in 5. Charlotte McGuinness in 6 from Harrogate. Patricia Wojnarowska from Poland in 7. Fern Snedden from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, and Ella Cooper-Holmes from Cockermouth. She goes in lane number 9. So SB6 is prevalent in this one, with the exception of Ayala Tufik from Egypt and Susanna Hicks from Great Britain. She swims in the SB4 class. Tufik swims in the SB5 class. Susanna Hicks, also a para-equestrian rider. Moving into swimming, but I'm told she says remaining with equestrian as well. She loves her swimming, and she's been performing really well this week, and she's performing really well at the moment, challenging for the lead. She might be in for a very good time here. British record has stood since 1994 in this event, this SB4 event, so a very long-standing British record, and that stands at 2 minutes 30.65, held by great Paralympian Jane Stidover. And Susanna Hicks coming into the wall now, and surely it's inside the British record time for Susanna Hicks, 519 points, and she finishes in 209.17, and that is inside the British record time for Susanna Hicks. Well done, Susanna Hicks. Subject to confirmation, of course, a new British record again for her, and an excellent time, 209.17. Wow, what an improvement that was for Susanna Hicks with an entry time of 2:40. Final swimmers just completing the distance now. It's Hannah Grace from Ireland, and she finishes around about a 2:50 mark. Time not registering there. We'll have to wait for that one coming up. We'll wait for confirmation of the result. As the swimmers leave the water, we'll wait for those confirmed results. What a swim for Susanna Hicks there, really improving her time. She came in with that 2:40.63. Oh, well, we have to wait for the confirmed result here.
And there was disqualifications in lane 1 and 4 of that race. Moves us along to heat number 2.
I'll move on to heat number 2. Oh, shame for that previous heat there. That disqualification, but we do have to wait for the official results. Everything that we do say in commentary does have to be confirmed by the officials. Heat 2 sees Hannah-Laura Venz in lane 0, Genevieve Hunter in 1, Emily Jane Serger in 2, Ida Anderson-Wolf in 3, Katrina Chung in 4, Rebecca Franks in 5, Polly Sutton in 6, Monica Borgioni in 7, Zarenda Kont in 8, and Charlotte Hyde in lane number 9. Good start in the centre lane there in lane number 3. Ida Anderson-Wolf, that yellow cap of Sweden. Monica Borgioni also going well, the Italian. Monica Borgioni, as you said, very successful Italian swimmer over the last couple of years at the major championships. Medalist, 3-time gold medalist at the World Champs in 2017. What a good year she had that year, winning the World Para Series in 2017. Also medalist at the Europeans last year, Monica Borgioni. Ida Anderson-Wolf just being eclipsed now by Monica Borgioni and Charlotte Hyde in the outside lane. Charlotte Hyde has really come through strongly in this last couple of days. Had some excellent performances from her, the Camden Swiss swimmer. She has an entry time of 1:56.70. Very, very close in the center of the field. Everyone absolutely together, but Charlotte Hyde has come away in this second length here, and she's going to take this one in 1:53.81. Good points total as well, 556. Not as good as Monica Borgioni, 683 for the Italian. Monica Borgioni. So 683 as it stands. Monica Borgioni, lowest numerical class, but the highest points total, 157.91 for the Italian.
And just waiting for those results to be confirmed. Once again, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. Once they've come through, we can get our next heat underway. And there we have it, a few disqualifications, lane 0, lane 3, and lane 9 for that race. But those results have been confirmed, which moves us on to our next heat, heat 3.
It's a full field for heat number 3, Madeline Harris. Elbridge in 0. Evie Lambert in 1 from Brighouse. Sarah Bashud on the disability. In 2, Eliza Humphrey back in again. Northampton in lane number 3. Rebecca Lewis in 4. RCT squad. Thelma Bjornsdottir from Iceland, the lowest of the classification numbers. SB5 swimmer in lane number 5. Katharina Rössler from Germany in 6. Megan Willis in 7 from Torfaen. Kate Boland back in again from Livingston in 8. And Mwabe Makwasa from Norwich goes in lane number 9. Onto the field. Katharina Rössler and Megan Willis. See Megan Willis do a few events this week. One of those swimmers born in 2007, so a real youngster here, just 12 years of age this year. Going well in the early stages here, right next to Katharina Rössler, a German swimmer. And it looks like the youngster might just have a little bit of an edge over the German here. Katharina Rössler was a finalist in this event in the SB7 class at the European Championships last year. She's been headed by young Megan Willis at the moment, though. She might have the highest points totals, though, the German. 2 classes between them as they approach the final stages of this one. It's going to be Megan Willis, I think. We'll take this ahead of Katharina Rössler. And Eliza Humphrey, also good time for her, 1:52 for Eliza Humphrey. Just bang on her entry time. Megan Willis, 1:50.00. We'll take that one, 1:51.79 ahead of Katharina Rössler. Highest points total at the moment. 5:15 for Thelma Bjornsdottir.
And we, of course, just have a goggles check for the S11 athlete in lane 3, Eliza Humphrey. Once those goggles have been checked, we can confirm these results. Once again, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And a couple of disqualifications in that in lane 1 and lane 9. Those results have been confirmed. So we are moving on to heat 4.
Heat number 4, Shelby Newkirk, Canada, in the SB5 class. Jude Throla Marshall, Spain in 1. Eva French, Huntington in 2. Samantha Lewis, Satellite in 3. Scarlett Humphrey, Northampton in 4. Alison Heisman from Black Lion in 5. Helena Bamba from Manchester Northwest in 6. Amy McFarlane, Motherwell Mission in 7. Mel Chevalier in France in 8. And Nicole Turner in lane number 9 for Ireland. Shelby Newkirk is the lowest numerical classification here. It goes down there in lane number 0. Right at the top though, Nicole Turner, SB6. Again, Nicole Turner, well ranked in terms of world ranking. She's been to a couple of Europeans now in the Paralympic Games. Medal winner in this event, back in the Europeans back in 2016. Nicole Turner, Miles Chevalier from France, just heading Nicole Turner here as they come down to the closing stages of this 100 breaststroke. Could be a good points total here for Nicole Turner. The clock just ticking over at 1:35. Also going well in lane number 2, Eva French from Nuneaton. It's going to be Chevalier will touch there in 1:43, 349 points. Up in the 600 range though for Nicole Turner, 1:47.24 for the Irish swimmer. And 4:65 is the next best for Samantha Lewis. Judith Rollo Marachal from Spain, also in the 400 range. I wonder if Shelby Newkirk can make a dent in any of those points totals. Not sure she's going to challenge Nicole Turner. World record for the SB5 and the SB6, very close actually. Shelby Newkirk in that SB5 class. Canadian just coming in now to finish just over the 2:30 mark. 2:34.42 for Shelby Newkirk.
And just waiting for those results to be confirmed. Of course, have a goggles check. The results have been confirmed. There was a disqualification in lane 6, which moves us swiftly along to our next heat, which is heat 5.
Ready for heat number 5. Georgia Howe, Vandila Duskova, Wang Jiying, Georgia Sheffield, Ellie Simmons, Charlie Vines, Jessica Markkanen, Fern Yanu, Katie Crowhurst, and Cara Smythe. That's the lineup for this one. Ellie Simmons, the SB6 class. What a great swim she had last night in the 400 freestyle. She must be really confident now coming into this one. 100 breaststroke, very much a sub-event, I suppose you would call for Ellie Simmons. You do see her do breaststroke from time to time. She does favour the freestyle, especially the 400 and the individual medley, so has to work on the breaststroke for that individual medley. We have seen her win medals at the big competitions before, Ellie Simmons. And she goes over in that 7th spot there, 48.50 for Ellie Simmons at the halfway point. Again, she's the lowest numerical class, so she should be the highest points earner. She can get close to her competitors here, but Georgia Sheffield going really well. Wang, the SB11 swimmer, just ahead of Ellie Simmons as well, but it is a good swim from Georgia Sheffield here. She looks like she is going to stretch away at the front of the field. Simmons showing her strength in the closing stages of this one, coming up alongside a couple of the swimmers just on the right-hand side of her. But it is going to be Sheffield will take this one. Georgia Sheffield in that time of 134.82. Well done, Georgia Sheffield. A good improvement on the time. 449 points. Ellie Simmons is in now. And yeah, 752 points as expected. Ellie Simmons has the highest points total. That time for Ellie, 142.95.
Just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And those results have been confirmed. There were 2 disqualifications in lane 6 and 2. Moving on to heat 6.
This one sees Harriet Dickinson, Kylie Wynn, Alice Tai, Chong Soo-ki, Beth Johnson, Maisie Summers-Newton, Alaya Bajakola, Leslie Chichoki, and Tess Rootliff. That is the lineup here. Watch out for a big points total. Watch out for Maisie Summers-Newton, the world record holder. What a phenomenal year that she had last year. The European champion. She was twice over in the 200 meters individual medley and in this one, the 100 breaststroke. She set new world records for both of them. She holds the record at the moment in 133.63. And Summers-Newton's gone out 43.92, not too far away from world record pace. She went through when she set the world record at 43.0. So Maisie Summers-Newton in line for a big points total here. Tamsin Neef just next to her there in lane number 5. She's an S14 swimmer. And Alice Tai also going on the breaststroke. We don't often see Alice Tai go through this one, but she's going well in lane number 2. Maisie Summers-Newton, though, right on the shoulder of Tamsin Neef. And just ahead of Alaya Bajakola from Borough of Kirklees, right next to her. All 4 swimmers there coming in a row. Leslie Chichoki also going well for the USA. It is going to be Neef will take this one, just ahead of Summers-Newton, but a big points total here for Summers-Newton, 926 points, 136.86. .03 for Maisie Summers-Newton. Huge points total for the world record holder. Maisie Summers-Newton, that world record set at 1:33.63. The time she's just done there, 1:36.03. Well, it would have been a world record a year or so ago. She's kind of the Adam Peaty of the SB6 breaststroke, just racking up all the top times ever swam in that SB6 event. Maisie Summers-Newton, 1:36.03, 926 points.
There we have it. Those results have been confirmed. This is Heat 7.
So heat number 7 now, we have Chung Hyo-ying from Hong Kong, Lu Ying from China, Jay McCabe, Han Jiabao, Mami Inui, Renata Pinto, Chan Yu Lam, Megan Neve, Misa Kitano, Alani Ferreira. A big Asian presence in this one, Hong Kong, China, Japan, well represented here. So a couple of GB swimmers, Portuguese swimmer, South African as well. It's a real international field here. First to the wall. He's one of the Hong Kong swimmers. Chan Yu Lam. Alani Ferreira going well, the South African. I've seen her challenge some of the best times that she has done. Her entry time 1:26.87. African record stands at 1:27.36, so we'll watch out for that for Alana Ferreira. In the outside lane, the SB13 swimmer. Renata Pinto going well in the middle lanes. Chan also for Hong Kong going well. It's these three coming into the final stages now. Alana Ferreira, can she get under that African record time? 1:27.36. She is inside that African record time. So could be subject to ratification and confirmation of the result, of course. New African record for Ferreira. 512 points. 687 points, though, for Han Jiabao from China. And Renata Pinto, 587, just 1 point ahead of Jay McCabe.
Just waiting for that goggles check to be done, and then we can confirm those results. Looks like the nod of a head. Again, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And a couple of disqualifications in that, in lane 8 and lane 1 for heat 7. That moves us on to heat 8. Now this is the women's 100-meter breaststroke heat 8.
Well, swimmer underway after fishing that swimming cap out of the water. Slight delay there. We have Neil Labuda, Makuni Utsugi, Michaela Jenkins, Marta Ruther, Justin Moria, Pernilla Lindberg, Uchi Indriani, Sarai Gascon, Ayano Tsuchuki, and Ellen Keane in the outside lane. Ellen Keane, champion in this event in her home European Championships last year in Dublin. She's going in the outside lane. Sarai Gascon heading them home though, the Spanish swimmer, the great Spanish champion. 6 times a world champion, and she comes home in 122.00. Sarai Gascon, 728 points. She is behind Ellen Keane though, 124.01 for Ellen Keane, 775 points. So the two multi-medaled swimmers at the major championships, both in the 700-point range. Sarai Gascon and Ellen Keane.
And once again, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And there was disqualification in lane 2. That moves us on to our final heat of this event, Heat 9. This is Heat 9.
Well, this final heat, absolutely stacked full of talent here. We have world record holders galore. Chantal Zuiderveld, world record holder in SB9. Rebecca Redfern, the British record holder in SB13. Michelle Alonso Morales, world record holder in SB14. And Elena Kravtsov, world record holder in SB12. So all across the pool here, real danger. And also watch out for Brooke Whiston, swimming in the SB7 class. Her entry time well inside the world record, which stands Elizabeth Marks, the USA, at 128.13. So watch out for Brooke Whiston as well. It's very, very close here. Rebecca Redfern will be trying to dip under that qualification standard as well. She goes in lane number 7, right in the mix here. And it's very close at the front of the field, but look at Elena Kravtsov go. She set a world record not too long ago. Elena Kravtsov going to be on for another one here for the German swimmer. Right in the center here, Elena Kravtsov coming home now in 1 minute 14.95 for Elena Kravtsov. And that's inside the world record mark for Elena Kravtsov. It is a very good swim as well for Brooke Whiston, 125.41. That's also inside the world record mark for Brooke Whiston. So just having a look down and wait for confirmation of that one. 2 fantastic swims there. It looks like 1:16.46 for Rebecca Redfern. That's good enough to dip under the qualification standard for Rebecca Redfern. just under it by 0.1 of a second, but they all count. Rebecca Redfern, well done. Job done for Rebecca Redfern in terms of her qualification consideration time. But what about those two swims at the front of the field? The SB7 swimmer, Brock Whiston, 125.41, and the SB12 swimmer, Elena Kravtsov, 114.97. Two absolutely sensational swims there. We'll wait for confirmation of those. We have seen a few disqualifications, as we know this morning. Let's hope there are no more in this final heat of this women's breaststroke.
And there we have it. We have those results confirmed. That is 2 world records subject to ratification. One for Brock Whiston. Congratulations, 1,098 points, a time of 125.41. Eleanor Krasau from Germany, world record 114.97 with 1,045 points. Let's take a look at that summary. Top 30 of these athletes making it through to tonight's World Series finals. We, of course, will have the top 10 into the national final as well. Congratulations to all the athletes who have made it through. We'll be seeing them back in the pool this evening to battle it out for top of the podium. And this is the men's 100-meter breaststroke heats. This is heat 1.
Like number 1 in the men's 100 breaststroke, Dylan Broom goes in lane 1. Alan Mercer from Egypt in lane number 2. João Pinho from Portugal in 3. Anderson Jamba from Malaysia in 4. Artur Aldonati from Spain in 5. Sebastian Williams in 6 from Mount Kelly. Bruce D from Northampton in lane number 7. Well, Dylan Broom didn't have an entry time, which is why he's in this first heat. We've seen Dylan Broom swim earlier this week, perform very well. We'll see what kind of time he can post and what kind of points total he can post as well. Dylan Broom well ahead of the rest, as you would expect. The lower classification numbers make up the rest of the field. Pinho and Anderson Jamba from Portugal and from Malaysia. They go in the SB4 class. Alan Mercer in the SB5. Here comes Dylan Broom though. And he's going to touch home just under the 120, I think. Yeah, 118.84 for Dylan Broom. 593 points. It's a good target for the rest of the swimmers here in this heat. Artur Mendeville Aldonati from Spain, SB7 swimmer. Just 18 years of age. That entry time of 2:08.98. And he's going to be next in to the finish, and he is. Big improvement there, 153.69, 259 points. He's followed home by Sebastian Williams and Bruce D. Again, they new in their rivalry here. They've had a couple of close contests, and it's close in terms of points between Bruce D, Sebastian Williams, and Artur Melville Aldonati. Anderson Jamba, 219.24 for him, 290 points. So he's behind Dylan Broom at this stage. And João Pinho It's going to be the final man to finish. Again, the experienced Portuguese swimmer. In fact, we do have Alan Mercer as well, who's behind the Portuguese swimmer, SB5, swimmer from Egypt, João Pinho. World Championship performer for Portugal back in 2010 and 13, and here in 15 when the World Champs were here in Tollcross. Just missed out on the final in the European Championships in 2016 in his native Portugal. It was held in Madeira. Great European Championships those were, but João Pinho is coming in now. He had an entry time of 3:22.77. That time's just slipped by. João Pinho finishing now. Let's give him some encouragement into the final stages here. João Pinho touching in 3:35.54. And the young man still in the water. A 14-year-old Alan Mercer from Egypt. Still got 25 meters to go for the Egyptian. I've seen him swim a couple of times already this week. Mercer, no entry time, so nothing really for us to gauge his performance against. Let's hope the young man will be happy with his time when he reaches the end. He's got 15 meters to go. Let's give him a hand back when he gets into this last 15 here. He'll need the encouragement here. It's a long way. He's swam for 4.5 minutes already. Let's see if we can help him into those final stages. He'll be able to see the boards there, agonizingly close as he gets towards the end. Alan Mercer from Egypt. The Egyptian team have come out in force here to these championships. They've had some good performances. We've seen African records. We've seen some new young talent emerging. Wonder if this man will continue to progress. Here he comes in the last few meters. Let's give him a big cheer as he comes in. Alan Mercer from Egypt in just over the 5-minute mark.
And there was a disqualification there in lane 2. Moving on to heat 2. All the way for the second heat. Neil Ferguson goes in 0. Islam Muhammad Ali for Egypt goes in lane 1. Benjamin Pope, Haven and Waterlooville in 2. Mohammed Zulkafli from Malaysia in 3. Sebastian Hargaard, Sweden in 4. Rafael Maladikis from Greece in 5. Nima Gavami from Northampton in 6. Levi Codlin Colville in 7. Ahmad Hashad, Egypt in 8. And Sun Bin from China in lane number 9. Now 2 SB4s.
Egyptian and the Malaysian in lanes 1 and 3. Two SB5s in the outside lane. Ahmad Hashad and Sun Bin. Nima Gavami from Northampton is over there in first position. It's one of the highest classification numbers we've got in this one. Benjamin Pope from Haverton Waterlooville. He's the highest in SB8 class, but it's pretty close at the front of the field here. Having 5 swimmers all in a row. Ahmad Hashad and Sun Bin in the outside lane. They'll have the higher points totals, I would think. They continue this position as they're in the SB5 class. Sun Bin is the man who looks like he's going to lead them home now. Just stretching away from Ahmad Hashad. His closing stages here. And Sun Bin is going to get in here. I'm sure it's going to be big points total for him. Yeah, 569 points. 546 for Ahmad Hashad from Egypt. Can anyone challenge that? 441 for Ali from Egypt in the time of 2:01.22. 2 in the 500 range though. The SB5s, 546 for Hashad, 569 for Sun.
All right, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And there were 3 disqualifications in that race, lanes 0, 7, and 5. Moving on to heat number 3.
Heat number 3, Francesco Samorana from Spain in 1. Alexander Goodman from Portsmouth in lane number 1. Jamie Marco from Orion in 2. Dias Daniel from France in 3. Kieran Williams Newquay in 4. Capello Svani, South Africa in 5. Ricardo Suarez, Portugal in 6. Luis Sanchez Barajas, Mexico in 7. Scott Hadley Orion in 8. And Telmakos Pantasidis from Greece in lane number 9. And the seeding still. Slowest swimmer in lane 0, the fastest through in lane number 9. That's just about how it's working out, the fastest swimmer in lane number 9, but all the rest of the field all over the place in terms of position at the moment. Pantasidis had a good couple of swims this week. He's followed home by, well, maybe lane number 4. Kieran Williams going well. We saw Cabello Svani as well, South African. A couple of good swims. He swam the 100 butterfly in the 100 freestyle. So we know he's a very good butterfly swimmer. Saw him swim that yesterday as well. But it does look like Pantasidis is going to take this one. Entry time of 1:44.90. It's going to be inside that. Another big improvement for Tyler Machos Pantasidis, 1:35.04 for the Greek swimmer. Good improvement there. Kieran Williams also inside his entry time. And Cabello Svani, 1:43.62 for him. A good couple of seconds improvement for the South African. In terms of the points, it's a Spanish swimmer, Samuel Arana, 150.42 for the Spaniard.
And those results have been confirmed. There was a disqualification in lane 3. This is heat 4. Well, we are away for this 4th heat. Looks like it's maybe SB5s and SB8s all the way, with the exception of Rowan Brennan. That now familiar Basildon cap, the orange cap right at the top of the pool there in lane number 9. Lane 0, Ahmed Ali, Ivo Rocha, Hendrik van der Merwe. They go in lane 0, 1 and 2. They're all SB5 swimmers. Isaac Dunning in 3, Samuel Werty in 4, Maximilian Tulloch in 5, William Whitehead in 6. They're all SB8s. Matthew Harding in SB5, Sam de Visser from Belgium on SB8. Sam de Visser has been really improving his times this week. He's just behind Matthew Harding as they went through the turn, but Sam de Visser came off the wall a little bit better, wearing that white cap. Matthew Harding, SB5 swimmer, trying to hold on to the Belgian here, trying to hold off the challenge of William Whitehead from Eckington. Just got alongside Matthew Harding here, but coming away at the front, Sam de Visser. Belgians really doing well this week. Sam de Visser especially has been improving his times almost every time that he's been in the water. Sam de Visser, with that entry time of 1:40.12, has improved that to 1:35
141.25. William Whitehead, I think, is going to get in for second, 141.68. But Matthew Harding, in terms of the points, 633 points for Matthew Harding from Wirral Metro. 143.13 for Matthew Harding there. And it looks like all the SB5s have the top point scores. Ivo Rocha, 612. Hendrik van der Merwe, 597. Amel Ali, 486. That's how it stands at the moment. Still waiting for confirmed results.
Once again, just waiting for those results to be confirmed. There were 2 disqualifications in lane 7 and 6. Moving on to heat 5.
Connor Freeman goes in lane 0, Leicester Penguins. SB14 class, Leo McCree representing Switzerland. He goes in lane number 1. What a week he's had. Achieving Swiss qualification standards for the World Championships. Owen Say from Bracknell in 2. Dylan Bleakley from Musselburgh in 3. William Perry, Northampton in 4. David Sanchez Sierra from Spain in 5. Kyle Hughes, Motherwell and Wishaw in 6. Luke O'Dowd, South Dorset in 7. Jarno Tierens, Belgium in 8. And George Eldridge from London Disability in lane number 9. Again, the Belgian started off pretty well. Jarno Tierens saw his teammate Sam de Visser do well from that very lane just the previous heat. So the Belgians, a bit of a roll here. Luke O'Dowd, 1 lane down, trying to come back into contention. The South Dorset man in the SB12 class. Swimming with a visual impairment. Jarno Tierens, though, swimming in the SB9 class, so minimal physical impairment for the Belgian. He looks like he's going to take this one. Entry time of 1:33.97, and he may well be inside that one. Jarno Tierens into the wall now in 1:31.46, 342 points. We'll have a look out of highest points total. William Perry just getting in ahead of Leo McCree. Again, another good improvement there for both William Perry and Leo McCree. They look like they are the top 2 point scorers as it stands. 547 against 533. William Perry and Leo McCree. Next in line, David Sanchez Sierra from Spain, 425.
The results are confirmed. Moving on to our next heat, which is Heat 6.
We are away for heat number 6. Nathaniel Costigan Satellite in 0. Mark Snelling Harrogate in 1. Matthew Scott Bridget Dawn in 2. João Campos Portugal in 3. Jason Cobb, Joseph Greaves side by side. The two SB14s, Bucksburn and Littlehampton. Tkay Vidkashamot from Thailand in lane number 6. Matthew Davis from Tottenham in 7. And Lu Fengui from China in 8. Jamie Salvador Swords in the outside lane in lane number 9. First to the wall, Matthew Davis. So him, João Campos from Portugal in 2nd. We don't have Jamie Salvador Swords in the outside lane. I do have the others though. Matthew Davis, the SB9 swimmer. A lot of encouragement here from the crowd. João Campos going well from Portugal. The SB7 swimmer, maybe in for the highest points totals here. João Campos in that 3rd spot. Joseph Greaves trying to come back. João Campos just maybe forging ahead now. Matthew Davis going well in lane number 7. But João Campos, the Portuguese swimmer, is going to bring them home here. Experienced campaigner João Campos, he's coming home to take this one. His hat just about staying on. A time of 131.52 for João Campos. 497 points, just ahead of Matthew Davis in 131.73. Oh, pretty close in terms of time in that one, but João Campos getting the touch and getting the highest points total as it stands at the moment.
Just waiting for those results to be confirmed. And there was a disqualification in that race in lane 7, which moves us on to heat 7.
number 7. Into the second half of the 100 breaststroke races now. Via Labrador Fernandez from Spain in 0. Chen Qiu from China in 1. Christian Sari from South Africa in 2. Conor Murray, Ireland in 3. Anthony Ponce-Bertrand in lane 4. World record holder for the SP5 class. Justin Capps, Germany goes in 5. Joshua Fairchild, City of Coventry in 6. Cian Henry O'Riordan from Ireland goes in 7. Evan Austin from USA in 8. And Gudfinar Carlson from Iceland goes in lane number 9. Well, Anthony Ponce-Bertrand, watch out for a big points total here. He's gone out in 43.44, not quite on world record pace. Just a second or so down though, so it should be a fairly hefty points tally for the Spaniard when he gets to the end. Had a good skins competition, actually won the skins last night. Anthony Ponce-Bertrand for the men. Anthony Ponce-Bertrand will be hoping to get another title here at the breaststroke, his favourite event. He's very close at the front here. Number of swimmers, 1, 2, 3, 6 swimmers all coming in together. The touch at the wall goes to Cian O'Riordan in 127.95. Evan Austin, 128.57. Joshua Fairchild, 128.63. But the highest points total, as we thought, 902 points for Anthony Ponce-Bertrand.
And those results are confirmed. We have a disqualification from lane 7. Moving us on to heat 8. Bram Dalman in 0 from the Netherlands. We saw him have a good swim in the backstroke earlier, and he's stretching away in front of the field already. Meneses Madero from Spain in 1. Monan Coombs from Bath University in 2. Yuri Semyonovs back in the water for Latvia again. Latvia's medalist at the European Championships last year. Angus Leckenby next to him in lane number 4. And Daugas Stivalaitis, Lithuania in 6. Malte Braunschweig, Germany in 7. Alex Rosser goes in 8. And Jonas Weinberg for Germany goes in lane number 9. Good start for Bram Dalman. Also going well, Alex Rosser and Jonas Weinberg. Alex Rosser coming away pretty strong at the front of the field here. Rosser, Commonwealth Games swimmer for the Welsh team. And he is challenging the early leader, Bram Dalman, in these late stages, but Dalman's going to get there.
in front of Alex Rosser. He'll take it in 119.69, 574 points, 520 for Alex Rosser in 122.37. Pretty close in terms of points all over the field here. Few in the 500 range. The highest of them is the man who touched the wall first, 574 for Bram Dalleman from Netherlands.
And there was disqualification there in lane 2. Moving on to heat number 9.
For heat number 9. No swimmer in 4. We do have Ryan Potter, Heli Harkinen, Felix Uli Fichtelman, Diogo Cancela, Huang Qianhua, and 5, Ollie Carter, Rhys Dunn, Carlos Serrano Zarate, and Owen Garsides. Rhys Dunn back in the water again. Saw him swim first couple of days. Done pretty well so far, and a newcomer still to parasport. He's ahead of the world record holder in the SB7 class, Carlos Serrano Zarate. He's gone out in second place behind Rhys Dunn, the SB14 swimmer. I expect Carlos Serrano Zarate to challenge Rhys Dunn in terms of time, but certainly in terms of points, you would think the world record holder in the SB7 class would have this one. But Rhys Dunn stretching away again at the front of the field here. It's going to be a decent time for Rhys Dunn as he comes into the closing stages, just over the 110, 111.30. Carlos Serrano Zarate, world record stands at 112.50. He's gone 117. That is a big points total, 821. Just ahead of Rhys Dunn, who finishes 801. Well, close contest in the early stages, but that second 50, Rhys Dunn streaked ahead of Serrano Zarate. Wang of China in third spot in terms of points. 678 points for Huang. But Restart and Carlos Serrano Zarate up in the 800-point range. Should see them safely through to final tonight. I've seen some of the times actually in the backstroke, some of the points scored a little bit lower than we saw in the first couple of days. Some of the finalists, you'll make it if you're in the 600-point range.
And those results have been confirmed. There was a disqualification in lane 6. Moving on to heat number 10.
Jack Bowen, Saki Sukanen, Nelson Crispin, Aaron Putz, Takuro Yamada, Lewis Bakery, Ariel Shrink Martinez, Xu Jihua, Thomas Van Roy, and Simon Blaise. That's the lineup for this one. Heat number 10. 3 more heats to go after this one. I see Nelson Crispin, Paralympic silver medalist. This one, he goes in lane number 2. And he's off to a decent start. They're headed by Simon Blaise in the outside lane there, the fastest of the entry times. Ariel Shrink Martinez going well. Thomas Van Roy. Watch out for the points total of Crispin. It's the lowest numerical class in this one, SB6 swimmer. He's gone out 37.68 though. Good contest between Thomas Van Roy and Simon Blaise in the top 2 lanes. In lanes 8 and 9, looks like the Netherlands swimmer is going to take this one. Had an entry time of 1:17.93. He's into the wall at 1:14.31. The improvements still keep coming. Simon Blaise in 2nd position, just ahead of Aaron Putz. We had a good finish there. 679 points for both Aaron Putz and Simon Blaise. 825. There is Nelson Crispin. 123.92 for him. 825 should be enough to see him through to a final this evening. A little bit of a shake of the head for Nelson Crispin. Not too happy with that one. Have another chance to make amends, I'm sure, tonight, if that result is confirmed.
Those results have been confirmed, which moves us on to heat 11.
Number 11, Benjamin Granger from Kelly College goes in 0. Under Kalili, Finland in 1. David Grasha, Portugal in 2. George Kelman-Jones goes in lane number 3. Matthew Redfern from Worcester, he will go in lane 4. Robin Liskor, Estonia in 5. Tadeusz Strasik from Czech Republic in 6. Louis Lawler, City of Glasgow in 7. Rafael Kalinowski, Poland in 8. And Rhys Davis in lane number 9. It's very close as they come into the turn. Kalinowski first to the turn, ahead of Strasik and Liscor. Benjamin Granger going well on the near side. Nice to see the Isle of Man flags flying behind us here in the gallery. Always nice to see them. Support for Benjamin Granger and Isle of Manor, now based at Kelly College. Coming away at the front now, Rafael Kalinowski from Poland, the SB9 swimmer. He's taken this one out fast. Coming back in the center, Tadeusz Strasik in lane number 6 for the Czech Republic. Granger still going well. The Isle of Man swimmer now for Kelly College might get into the wall in 3rd spot, but it is Kalinowski will take it. 113.37, 664 points. It's close in terms of the points all over the field there, but Kalinowski gets in ahead of Robin Liscor. Both of those swimmers into the 600 range, as was Louis Lola, the local man from City of Glasgow.
And those results have been confirmed. Moves us on to heat number 12.
Well, a host of SB14s in this one. Penultimate heat, Roger Dorsman goes for Netherlands. SB11 swimmer in 0. Shamashalov, SB13. Azerbaijan goes in 1. First of the SB14s, Jack Milne in 2. Joe Siege in 3. Cameron Verncombe in 4. Leo Latimaki in SB9 goes in 5 for Finland. Gavin Roberts, City of Glasgow in 6. Tyler Yanu from Wickham goes in 7. Daito Karin out really fast, the Japanese SB14 swimmer, 31.80. And he's gone out really fast, the SB14 swimmer. And Deng from China right behind him with that yellow cap. He's an SB12 swimmer. Daito Karin, though, taking that one out really fast. Not too far behind world record pace here for Daito Karin for Japan, but we've seen him go out fast previous races. How can he bring it back here? Japanese swimmer is on for a big points total here. Daito Karin from Japan coming in around about the 108 mark, maybe. Yeah, 109.05 for Daito Karin, 882 points. A nice big points total for the Japanese swimmer. And he gets in ahead of Roger Dorsman, the Netherlands swimmer. 781 points for Roger Dorsman. That time for the Dutch swimmer, 116.08. There's Roger Dorsman, SB11 swimmer, having the blacked out goggles checked. And Colin Everson. Everything looks okay for the Dutch swimmer. 781 points for him. Quite enough to eclipse Daito Karin from Japan.
There we have it. Those results have been confirmed. Moves us on to our final heat for this event for this morning. It's heat number 13.
Well, the other way for this final heat. What a lineup we have here. Robert Isaac Johnson in 0. Oscar Salguero Galisteo in 1. Olympic champion from Spain. Parmentier from Belgium in 2. Carson Sanoki, USA in 3. Talso Engel, Germany in 3. Yamaguchi and Tanaka, the two Japanese swimmers side by side. Tanaka, the Paralympic champion back in 2012. Isherlov from Azerbaijan in 7. And Scott Quinn and Conor Morrison in the outside lanes there in 8 and 9. Scott Quinn, world record holder in this event, the SB14. Both Quinn and Morrison looking to be inside that consideration time for the GB team. 107.68 is the qualification consideration time. Scott Quinn just leading Conor Morrison now. Scott Quinn, notoriously strong down the second 50 of this 100 breaststroke. The world record holder is coming away from the rest of the field. What strength for Scott Quinn here. World record stands at 106.24, and Scott Quinn is inside that by a mile. 105.28 for Scott Quinn, and if that is confirmed, it's a new world record for Scott Quinn of Warren de Baas. Well, well, well. Scott Quinn, what a swim in that second 50 there. 105.28. Conor Morrison, a 108.83. Just coming in with 891 points, just ahead of Yamaguchi. 857 for Tanaka, with Engel 851. Wow, what a way to finish the session.
And that result has been confirmed for that final heat of the men's 100-meter breaststroke. And here is your summary for the top 30 athletes making it through to tonight's World Series final and the top 10 for our national final. Congratulations to all those athletes who will be back in the pool swimming this evening, and good luck. Could we also please get the coach for the Swindon Dolphins over to the referee's desk? Get the coach for the Swindon Dolphins. Thank you very much, technical officials. You may now leave pool deck. Well, there you have it, Paul. Day 3 heat is done. Seats are set, and we're ready to race tonight.
Yeah, we saw a few of the GB swimmers just dip under those consideration times, so it's good to see we've got some great quality to look forward to. 100 backstrokes, breaststrokes again tonight. 50 breaststroke as well to come up as well. But what a way to finish that session. Scott Quinn, a world record swim right at the end of the session. He told us he was in good form last night, and he proved it. Fantastic.
Certainly did. Showed us he was up there and making that qualification time and a world record. Not a bad morning. Right, we will be back tonight for finals, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then.